what is organic farming?
It's probably the best biodynamic farm in the world. That's a big statement, and probably other farms just equally as good. But the ones I have never seen a farm better than this. I would say, completely, in all facets really. And we look at this wheat we're looking at the moment over here. It's just brilliant. It's standing up so straight and tall, just like a human being.
A biodynamic farm is totally self-sufficient, self-contained, and dedicated to producing good food for the benefit of mankind. So what makes a perfect farm?
India is one of the richest countries in the world, not because of the gold, not because of the diamonds, not because of the rubies, but because of the biomass. What we can grow on our soil. Because of the wonderful temperature, wonderful climate, the moisture, the warmth, the compost is being made from this biomass.
Sarvdaman provides a public service to his local town, collecting leaves that would normally be burnt, while he persuades the local council to become biodynamic. The transformation of dead material into life-giving compost is the cornerstone of biodynamics.
On top of this, they would be putting the cow dung and some water and some rock phosphate and some seaweed, and it becomes in situ, almost doing it as it goes.
Leaves, grass, animal manures, food, and garden scraps, practically anything natural can be composted. 25% of the garbage in our landfills and incinerators could have been composted.
See there, a small pile is left from the last one, which is kind of an inoculation for the new piles which are being built.
Fish, 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 Maulana, fish, Maulana, fish, Maulana.
Compost is the only way to increase the humus content of soil. Without humus, soil is lifeless. The cow, venerated in India, is central to biodynamic farming. With its 4 stomachs, it is a unique animal of digestion. Cow dung forms the basis of many biodynamic preparations. The cow pat pit, known as CPP, is one way of processing cow dung. Detractors call it muck and magic, especially as the recipe contains mystical preparations.
So you're getting the processes, not actually quantities of, we're getting the processes of those essential elements that can work in a very natural way. Bringing the effect of the planets into your land. You certainly get very good crops which generally do not have trace element deficiencies. A lot of people just don't like touching dung. They think, ooh, horrible stuff. But actually, in fact, once you start using it, once you've used it, you've moved the stuff and actually worked with it, it's got a lovely feeling, And actually, it's very interesting that the Indian farmers know that it has the sterile qualities, that if you have a cut, they'll put fresh cow dung on the cut, and that actually sort of sterilises it, and you don't get any infections. Uno-san does point out that the only things that don't come from heaven, you might say, are phosphorus and potassium. All the other elements actually are there in the atmosphere, which can be brought into your soil through good farming techniques. It's actually mixing air into the cow dung. Actually, what we do in biodynamic agriculture, you are farming the soil, you're also farming the air. But if you have nothing, if you have dead soil, nothing can happen.
The 8 preparations that arouse so much suspicion are very simple.
Dandelion preparation, which is to do with the silica.
They are mixes of herbs, like yarrow and chamomile, and minerals like silica and calcium, all connected with planetary forces.
Every time you do this, there's a vortex formed. One vortex, two vortexes. One vortex, two vortexes.
When people first hear about biodynamics, they hear about the cow horns, and they hear about cow horn dung, planting by the moon, and so on. They think it's odd. Well, the main preparation that's used in biodynamics is what we call cow horn dung.
It's exactly the same thing we do with our programs.
A cow's horn is filled with the dung from a lactating cow, and it's buried in the soil in the winter months from autumn through to the following spring. And it's there for up to 6 months. It actually changes its structure. It goes through a composting process, during which time it actually absorbs the energies that are in the earth that the earth breathes in the wintertime. The earth is different in the winter than it is in the summer. And so there's that structure that's formed in that cow horn. And you knock it out, it smells beautifully sweet.
Here it comes. Here we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. There we go. Beautiful stuff.
I mean, most people think this is an organ of attack. They wouldn't guess that it's an organ of digestion. The cow, again, from Rudolf Steiner, he says the horn is to do with digestion, and that the vapours from the stomach go through here, through the sinuses, up into the stump with the holes, and then returns back through the stump, through the sinuses, back in the stomach, going up and down all the time. And these vapours of digestion improve the digestion of the cow. But the cow is all the time ruminating, chewing, and that digestion gas is going up and going back again, up and back. So this has a holding effect. So when we put the dung in there, we still have the digestion process going on. And so the digestion actually helps break down that cow dung, that fresh cow dung, into the material I showed you, that preparation that we sprinkle around.
Once matured, the cow horn compost is stirred into water for an hour, or mixed using a flow form. Stirring by hand or flow form creates a vortex, increasing the capacity of water to support life. At the moment the movement is reversed, chaos is created. Out of chaos, a new vortex is formed. The water is imbued with one of the basic principles of plant life: order arising out of chaos. The mixed preparations are then sprayed in homeopathic concentrations. Microorganisms in the soil are activated. Plants deepen their roots. Soil structure improves, and worms mysteriously get busy. The water is thoroughly permeated by the life force imbued in the biodynamic preparation. The whole mass of water has become dynamic. Every droplet of water now carries this life. Even the way preparations are sprayed matters. The spiral, from seed heads and shells to cyclones and galaxies, forms the core of nature. Biodynamics is as much concerned with the soil as with the plant itself. In biodynamics, the soil is everything.
My plowman, he's been working for me for the last 25 years. I asked him, how was the land when you started? He said it was quite hard, like a rock. I said, why? He said, because we were adding a lot of chemical at that time. I said, how is it now? He said, in the last 6 years, we have put in